Red Bull. Dear Lord, baby Deidre. Okay, now we got it set up. I had to have a little help. Let's bring it back in here. Take 1,565. How are you doing tonight? We're going to come in here and let you guys know that we have a video dropping. It has like 30 minutes left. Come and check it out. It's going to be a good one. Pay close attention and into it because they are actually voices that we caught that we had no clue about. So listen for those voices. How's everybody doing tonight? Who's all in here? Where's everybody from? So we got a bunch in store. We are going to be heading to a couple cemeteries and um, a old railroad depot that is said to known to be haunted, and a couple places. As soon as they open back up due to the coronavirus, they are closed right now, so we cannot go to them. So as soon as they come up and open back up, we will be back in there. Um, so let's share this out there and get some people in here. Share, share, share. Like to ask everybody to give us a chance and check us out and give us time to grow. We have had some live feeds on here about different things that we have covered. We are going to have some more live feeds on here. Sorry about that. That we are covering. We can see if I have sound. I don't know if I have sound. Go check us out on our Facebook page, Afterlife Explorers. We go live on there once or twice a week, and we cover different topics. And the last couple, we did haunted dolls. We did two episodes on haunted dolls. We've covered the Queen Mary. We talked about Ouija boards and haunted things and why to use them and why not to use them. We also have covered different haunts, different types of haunts. Um, Quite a bit. Go check out the videos on our Facebook page. They're pretty handy, in my opinion. They help out. They're educational, and they tell you what to watch for and what not to watch for. The live's not popping up on mine. So, is there anything that anybody would like us to cover on our YouTube lives besides us uploading to the different haunted places that we have been to? Comment down in the comment section. I'll come back and I'll take a look at it and we'll cover whatever you guys want us to cover. Is there any place that you would like us to go? We will sure check into it. We are located in Nebraska. Our page is not just for ghost hunting. We also do haunted abandoned. We do challenges and different things that people send to us. we try a lot of different things. So if you guys want a fun night and watch us be pretty much dumb and do different things, we've done the baby food challenge, and let's see, what else have we done?
I tried different ramen.
Oh, and Kayla, and that's in the group. She did the hot ramen challenge. She
Well, it's not really a challenge.
we made up a
Tried.
bunch of different kinds of ramens, and she did those. And on her last one, I spiced it up, and she she was on fire pretty much and everything. Also, we go and do adventurous things. This spring and this summer, we'll take you out trailing to a couple parks and everything, and show you places that are well known haunted also. But we're gonna also do adventure things like trailing and everything like that. Um, Big thing right now for us is to get out and get the cardio going. We are actually working our butts off to drop the winter weight. Everything. You know what? It's hard. Hi Nicole, how are you doing, dear? Um, we have quite a few fans on Facebook that follow us, and we have helped out. We've been to several different places, some that we can talk about, some that we can't. We have people that we help, we have groups that help us. We're a pretty well known group, but it's hard to get built in this field because there's so many people. I've been doing this for, I'd say probably about 12 years, maybe a little longer. I started off in a group with a guy that I know, and I branched off and made my own group. And we've been to a lot of different places. We have a lot of good investigators on our crew. We have a clairvoyant person. We have a um, pretty much like not really a psychic, but she can
I can see.
see and feel, and not really hear yet. She's still working on the hearing part. Um, so she's been working on that, and I wish I really could share the last investigation that we had. So I don't know, Nicole. How would you not subscribe to her channel?
I've sent it to you.
She's still working on it, so we're gonna hopefully get a few good investigations in that she can show you guys her work and everything. Here, I'd say within the next week or so, we're gonna go out to a cemetery. It's an old cemetery. There's people that's no longer buried there. The history behind this cemetery is that the gravestones tip over, and you can hear disembodied voices and shadow figures and everything. And the main story of this is that if you park in the driveway, that you see a apparition behind you with a light. Well, the very first time that we went out to the cemetery, we didn't know if we were supposed to be out there. There are no signs, that it closed at a certain time or anything like that. So we went down the road, we turned around, we came back and parked up on the side of the road by the cemetery, and just kind of getting the feel for it. Should we go in here? Should we not? Because the rumor has it that the farmer down the road will um, shoot at you, and we didn't know for sure what to do. So as we sitting there, debating on what we were gonna do. Hi Sue, how are you doing? Hi Jordan, my favorite niece is in here, but we're sitting there determining on what we were gonna do and everything. And I look in my rearview mirror, and all of a sudden there was a light in my rearview mirror. It didn't really look like a flashlight. It looked like one of those old time lights with the candles that you hang on to, like the old railroad lights. That's what it looked like. And something like that, being out in the middle of nowhere with an old cemetery, it was hella creepy. So we took off down the road and tried to figure out what it was. We turned around, it wasn't even half mile down the road, turned around and came back to make sure there wasn't nobody there. We didn't go into the cemetery, but we had a spotlight and we got up to the edge of the gate where it goes into the cemetery and spotlighted the whole cemetery and everything. And there was nobody there. We did not see anybody, no action, no footprints in the dirt road, nothing. So that was a pretty good experience there. Here recently, the one that is getting ready to upload is at the haunted farm, and like I said, really listen. Like 30 seconds in, you will hear a voice, and you'll hear Kayla. The female voice will be Kayla talking, and then after that, you'll hear another voice. We had no clue, and the first one was female. The second one sounded kind of childish. So we had no clue that we even caught these. And that was something crazy wild. That's only part of the video that I uploaded. There's three parts to it. I'm still working on how to get everything edited together and a good app to get everything edited together. So if anybody has any ideas or good editing apps to use so we can go in and type in like where the voices are or anything, just leave it in the comment section down below. We ask you to come subscribe to us, come join us, and like that thumbs up button or smash it like everybody else would say, whatever. Um, we have a couple new people in the group now. He's considered he don't want. He's considered a driver. A really good guy. He watches our back for us and everything when we're on investigation. Um, his name's Tim. He is my co-founder's son. He helps us out a lot. Real quick, I'll run through and I'll introduce you to our team. You got me, myself. My name's John. They call me the Bulldog. It's John the Bulldog White. I'm the founder of the group and the lead investigator. I take care of all of the equipment and everything. That we make sure that we have what we have and what we need and everything. Then we stepped down and we got Donald Blue. He is the co-founder of the group, and also he is another lead investigator. He follows everything. Don, I have learned a lot from. He is he's a very sensitive person. He can feel things. He can hear things. He can see things. And I have learned a lot from him being on my crew. So everybody should go check him out. We're going to get him built up, and he's going to have lives on our Facebook page once a month. With everything going on right now, he has upcoming surgeries and everything. So it may be a little bit before we get that build up. Second or third, we have Kayla. Um, she's sitting over here on my left over here, and she's in the comment section here talking. She is like I said, she ain't really clairvoyant, but she can see and feel, and she's working on hearing everything coming through. So she's pretty much, she's still learning, but she's been with me probably since probably about 2016. She's been with me fully. She's been with us for
17, 18.
so since she was like 17. Now she's 21. So she's been with us quite a while and practicing and everything. Then we have Donna Blue, which is Don's daughter. She is our equipment tech and an investigator. Really good at what she does. She makes sure all the equipment's up and going and running right. Batteries are changed and everything. And I'll tell you what, she's actually been staying behind on the investigations, taking care of family while Dawn comes and goes to investigations. And we really miss her. We can't have her. We can't wait to have her back. So everybody, say hello to Donna.
I miss my other female.
Um, Also, we have Tom Blue, Don's brother. We got the whole family pretty much on that side, close to it. He is our debunker. Tom, we made him a believer. He was never, ever really a believer. He was a skeptic. He never really believed anything that we caught, and he would always debunk everything and try to debunk everything. And finally, one day we was at a bar in Salem, and we was down in the basement, and he could not debunk it, nothing. So he was super sketched and super happy that he actually found something that he could not debunk. So Tom is he's a good asset to the group, having a really good debunker. And I'll tell you what, if somebody in here that's a ghost hunter, they don't have a debunker, you should get you one because they're really nice to have. Next up, we have Teresa Nicholson. She is the historian of the group. She does all of our research and everything for the group, the history, what's been on the grounds, um,
I make the phone call.
and everything.
You forgot
And
about that.
another Kayla also makes phone calls and everything for us, even though I pretty much do all that. So you know.
I do it.
um, let's see who else we got. We have Tim, like I said, Tim's Don's son, and he's pretty much like we'll call him like our bodyguard. He when we're doing our investigations, he just makes sure everything's laid back and nothing's gonna interrupt us, and does security checks and ground checks and keeps everything straight and keeps us straight and everything. So Tim, I got that whole family, so I got like all the names in here. You know, it's like Don, Tim, Donna, Tom. It's hard. Um, let's see, we got myself, Don, Donna, Tim. Oh, and then we have Jordan Till. She's in here um in the chat, and she's in here. She's like, "Don't forget me." She does. She's going to be, and she's been bugging me for this for some time. She wants to have a Jordan Wednesday where she just goes on and talks about goofy things. And we're gonna have to have a talk with her though, because she likes to talk about some inappropriate things just out of random blue. So she's hasn't been on any investigations or abandoned places with us yet, but because she moved to Indiana. She moved so far away, and I miss my niece. But she'll come back to Nebraska. I know she will. She can't stay away from Nebraska forever. Um, Teresa's boyfriend. We use him every once in a while. His name's Bob. He's like our camera guy. He, behind the camera, behind the scenes, he holds our camera for us as we investigate, so we can keep our mind on things and while we're investigating and everything. So we don't have to worry about the camera, so we don't have to worry, are we recording? Is it working? And all that. So we got him to use us behind the camera. Um, and a big shout out to a lot of you that's in here already. A lot of these people are really good group supporters and fans. Sue, that's in here right now, she is our actual number one fan, and she has bought all of our merch and everything. So if you want to check out our merch, what we have right now is on Teesprings. We are working on the t-shirts and everything, taking orders for t-shirts. I don't have mine with me right now, and I could show you. And we also have hats too, that if anybody wants to order those, just message me on Facebook or message me in here, and I can take your name down and everything. Relic's in here.
Yes.
Hey, Relic, how are you doing?
Yes, right.
Relic is another one that has bought our merch and everything. So, thumbs up. We'll give a big shout out right now to our sponsors, our collaborates. Um, we got Scoops and Mischief. They're entertainers. They do a variety of different things. Go check them out on their Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, uh,
Twitter.
Twitter, everything. It's Scoops and Mischief. I do
It's
believe
just
it's
Mischief on
just
TikTok.
Scoops and Mischief. It may be the clown. I'm not 100% sure. So let's go give them a holler out. We got Nicholson Racing, which is Teresa's brother. He is a race car driver. He drives the compact sports, and his wife, she also races too. They are our collaborators too. They race at Eagle Raceway, and I believe I-80. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to ask them. But once they get their Facebook page up and going, if they don't already, go follow them and give them a shout out. We also have hi Randy, how you doing, man? We also have
That's right.
I don't know his real name.
That's right.
And we also have Legacy Entertainment. He's based out of Lincoln, Nebraska. He does birthday parties, weddings, um, parties, get-togethers, pretty much anything. He's a really good DJ, has top of the line equipment and everything. Um, I share his link on my Facebook page. Go check him out. Anybody has any upcoming events and needs a really good DJ, book him. He will not let you down, and he's got the best prices that anybody can't beat. He's really good. He's cheap, and he gives you your money worth. Um, yeah, I know. Relic. I was just telling Kayla I didn't. And then we have a collaborator that used to own the bar in Salem, but he no longer does. So he's like individually. Um, I'm drawing a blank.
I am too.
I'm drawing a blank. I'll think about it. But he's a collaborator of ours and everything. Um, I usually known him by the bar name, and for some reason I'm drawing a blank on his name and everything. So you don't have the beer virus, Relic? That's another thing, I really don't want to get into that on here, but this coronavirus has shut so much down, put a lot of people down and everything. So we can't do a whole lot because a lot of places ain't open unless we go to private places, that you don't have to have more than large crowds of attend. And we better take our toilet paper with us because somebody might try to break into your place and try to steal your toilet paper.
They're not stealing it from rest stops.
It's ridiculous. People are stealing it out of rest stops and restaurants, and they even steal it out of Walmart bathrooms. Really? Oh my god! It's it's getting ridiculous. So since we have 7 people in here, throw down in that comment section right there. I know Sue wants us to go over Bobby Mackey's. We're going to do that live tomorrow night on Facebook. We're going to cover Bobby Mackey's and everything. So if there's anything that anybody wants me to cover on here live, let me know. Put it down in the comment section, and we'll do research on it and give you a really good show on everything and the history of it. I forgot one member of our group. He's right here to my left right now. His name is Solo. His name is Han Solo. He's actually has let us know a couple times at different places that he's seen something and growled and everything. He's a really good guy. Here he is. Can you see him? No? Yeah? No? There he is. Kind of hard to do with the laptop. So we take him every once in a while, especially when this spring and everything. Well, he'll be going with us and everything. So, I think that's pretty much all I got for right now, everybody. I know we have a lot upcoming that we want to do. We're going to go down to Kansas. We have a couple places down there. We have a home, two bridges,
Quarry.
a quarry. That's not in Kansas. That's in Nebraska. Um, we have. We're looking to go to Squirrel Cage Jail in Iowa one of these days, as soon as they let people back in. And we're looking also at going to Missouri State Penitentiary, the old penitentiary, that's really well known, and Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, and everybody's been there. Yeah, I know it's been covered, but it's a really good experience for people to go to. What part? Osage City Relic is where we're going to be at, so it's not too far away from Kansas City.
Our meet and greet.
Um,
Everything blows over.
October, we are talking about having a meet and greet in Atchison, Kansas. We're gonna hopefully get the crew together. We don't have this 100% planned yet, but we're gonna get the crew together and go down to Atchison, Kansas, and do the haunted trolley rides and um, go to a couple of the houses down there and a restaurant and everything. So that's in the works for October. Um, I will more than likely have merch on me that day. I'll probably have hats and shirts and maybe some sweats. I'm not 100% sure yet, depending on how things go. We also are going to try to do a meet and greet in Nebraska. We're not 100% sure where yet. We may do it around the Schubert area. Um, it's actually going to be at, hopefully, maybe at a state park. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Koozies.
Oh yeah,
We need to
koozies.
have koozies.
I forgot all about our
Said it
koozies.
4
They
times.
they are actually still being printed. Um, yeah, and we had to go down to where Jordan's at. She's trying to kill me and make me go on a long drive. I'd actually like to bring her husband or fiance, husband, soon to be husband, on live, and he's got a really good story on a place that he went that he totally lost time where he was at and didn't realize how long he was there and everything. So I would like to bring him on one of these days and let him tell you his story. It's something else. It's crazy. Um, we'd like to go to
Or
Melvin Manor. I knew it started with the name. Um,
that's in the
a
works.
real good friend of ours is a partial owner of that place. We're gonna try to do an overnight actually there. Stay there overnight and everything, and do a co-investigation with them. Um, the Velisca Axe Murder House. We are for sure going to be going there. Like I said, as soon as they open these places back up, because a lot of these places are closed down for the coronavirus and they are not letting groups of people in it and everything. So, which you can't blame them. It's their property.
Thank you.
They're money makers. So they shut it down. There ain't nothing you can really do about it.
So, thank you, please.
We had an investigation at Mayhew Cave. We may be going back there once again as soon as they open. We have some really cool evidence that we caught there. That's why we want to go back there.
And unanswered questions.
We Red Bull, not a sponsor. Delicious though. Anybody want to tag Red Bull and to sponsor me? That'd be awesome. We drink a lot of it. On them up all nighters, we drink a lot of Red Bull, try to stay awake. Um, Jordan says that they are not far away from the Salem witch trials. That would be a pretty cool place to go to. Gettysburg. We are looking at going to Gettysburg also. There's a lot of places in Gettysburg that we want to go check out. Devil's Den and a lot of places that are like extremely haunted. And there's also down in Kansas, there are some warfields that we're going to go check out too. Or not warfields, battlefields that we're going to go check out too. Um,
I feel like you're missing one.
Relic, I don't know if I answered this. Osage City, Kansas, is where the two bridges are, and the home is that we got to investigate yet.
Yeah, but we can't find it around here.
Well, Relic,
Or stores.
I used to drink a lot of Spider, but I kind of wore myself on it out on it because I drank a lot of Spider, and I mean a lot, like by the cases, a lot. I had to buy it by the cases or get it by the cases because, and the flavor that I drank, you can't find it around here anymore. So yeah, I probably would go back to Spider if I could get
What a minute.
the flavor that I like because I do like the mimic, but I can only drink like a few of those a month. They if I drink them too much, they give me a headache. So Robbers Cave, yes, we've actually looked in on that, Jordan. They do not allow paranormal investigations at Robbers Cave. There is a book out on it and everything, but I'm sure if you had the right amount of money and everything, you probably could, or the right kind of sweet talk, you probably could too. But as of right now, I know um,
They're not letting me
they
do it.
don't let investigators in there. Um, everybody, I know I hate to shout these people out, but um, go share this to I don't know if you ever anybody knows them in here. Go share this video to Oh My Gosh TV, CJ Faison, Sunny Deeds, and Mo Sargi. They are a real big inspiration on YouTube and Haunted Abandoned and Haunted and Hauntings and everything. So everybody go check them guys out too because they're a real big inspiration in my eyes to the YouTube world. And same way with Chris Starr. I don't know if anybody knows who Chris Starr is, but she was one of the ones that was on Ghost Loop. Go check out that. It's on the Travel Channel app. Ghost Loop. It's a really good show, really decent show. So everybody go check it out. I feel you. That's the same way with Bang with me, Relic. I drank. I've never drank Bang before in my life, and one day I took a drink of Bang and I drank the whole thing, and my my heart was going. It's not funny, but it is. My heart was going 100 miles an hour, and I got real dizzy and everything. So yeah, I stay away from Bang. Um, Hi Don, there's Don. We was just actually talking about you and the whole family actually. So yeah, you're gonna have to go back and watch this and everything. So Don is in here now. He is the co-founder, as I was telling everybody. He's another one that has a lot of good stories and everything and can tell you his personal experiences and everything. We'll have to have a live on that so he can share his experiences and how he got started and everything in ghost hunting. Um, does anybody want to hear how I got started in paranormal world? Oh, speaking of energy drinks, if anybody can find the Rockstar with almond milk, please mail it to me. I will buy it by the case. Don, that is his favorite energy drink out of them all. The Rockstar with almond milk. If anybody can find that, let me know. Six tall boys. Six of these? Of the real big ones? Well, no wonder why. Cheese relic. I'd probably would straight up have a full heart attack. Wow. That's crazy, man. I don't think I could drink 6 Red Bulls in a day if I even tried. I'd probably pass out of a freaking caffeine overdose.
Hey, Monster did that to me.
Yeah, Kayla's actually had that. Well, she didn't pass out, but she had a caffeine overdose on Monster. She drank like 3 of them in like 4 hours. Who scares me to death? You don't scare me, Jordan. You wish you scared me. But real quick, the way I got I've told this story on Facebook, but I'll tell it real quick on here. The way I got into the paranormal world, it was later on in life. I did have a few things happen to me. Sorry about the when I was younger, but the main thing that really got me to the paranormal world was I was at a buddy of mine's house in my hometown, and he just moved in there, and he was showing me the house and everything, and he's like, dude, this house used to have an old lady that lived in it, and she had a lot of cats. And when the cats would pass away, she would bury them in the basement. I was like, oh, there ain't no way. Your basement's concrete. He's like, no. He's like, the walls go up halfway and they even off, flatten off, and they're dirt up on top. I'm like, oh, no way. And he's like, yeah, come on, I'll show you. And so we went down to his basement. And if you can picture it, the walls go straight up about, I'd say probably about 4 foot, 4.5 foot. And then they go off and it's dirt under that. So it's pretty much like a partial basement because it wasn't very big. And you could see the mounds on actually where she buried her cats and everything. And she was also got in trouble or something for putting her cats in the freezer when she couldn't bury them and everything. So as we were standing down there talking, he was telling me, "Oh, I have activity in this house and everything, and I'm not sure how this even came about or anything." And he was telling me that we were standing down the basement. He was telling me that he hears people playing cards and beer bottles rattling, and he could put a deck of cards on the table, and he put them all in order, and they'd be shuffled the next morning. And he's put them on the table, and they were all scattered on the table the next morning. Um, so he was telling me that he's seen a man, um, like full figure shadow walking through the hall and everything. I'm like, no way. I wasn't really big into it then. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. And as we were standing there talking and going over things about his house and everything that's happened, all of a sudden it got really cold down the basement. And I looked over his shoulder as we were talking, and he said that I got pale white. And I didn't know what to think. There was an old woman standing there behind him and everything. It She was like 5 foot, 5'1", somewhere in there, all white and everything. And I knew there was nobody down there in the basement with us. So I turned around and I ran up the stairs and ran out the door. And he's like, "What's going on, man? Why did you take off so quick?" So I told him what happened and everything. And he's like, "Yeah, I told you there's a lot going on." Um, so that got me, stirred up and interested in it. I wanted to see more. So I joined a group with a man down in Fall City, and worked with him for probably, I'd say probably a year and a half, somewhere in there. But things weren't working out, and Um, didn't really, do a lot and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to join or form my own group, which I did and everything. Um, our first group name was Emergency Paranormal Detectives, which we had for years, and we had them. I'd say probably for a good 7 to 10 years, somewhere in there, and we had some group issues and people trying to take over the group and saying that this was their group and everything. So we're like, you know what? We're not even gonna fight with them. We're just gonna change the name of the group. Um, and we changed it to Afterlife Explorers. We've only had Afterlife Explorers for probably about 3 years now. Um, and we went dormant for a long time. We didn't do nothing. We had some family things going on, um, and everything, that I don't really want to discuss. So we went with Afterlife Explorers. We went hard. I got us growing up. I got us growing big, or not, bigger, doing things, getting collaborates and people helping us out, groups helping us out, and everything. Well, then come to find out, there was a group on Facebook that named themselves after us. Um, so we thought about changing our name and everything again, and I got in contact with these people, and they're like, "No, we no longer are a group, and it's actually just an expo thing." So to be safe, we agreed that we would add on to our name. So we went with Afterlife Explorers of the Unknown. Reason we were doing this is because was because we wanted to be safe than sorry. And plus, we already had merch out there that had the Afterlife Explorer logo on it and everything. And so we just added on to it and just put of the unknown on the back side of it. And Relic, this fat man, when he sees something and he knows he has to get away, he can run. You can ask my son about that. My son's staying 6'1", and he's about 140 pounds, and I can keep up with him. So yeah, this fat man can run, believe it or not. Funny story. So I didn't see anybody in here commenting on. Oh, she wants us to. Do you want us to cover um, Robert's Cave, Jordan? Is that a live feed that you wanted us to do? I didn't see anybody else do any comments in here that people wanted us to cover. Um, one that I would like to really cover, I think it would be a really good live feed, would be the Winchester House. Or, there's a mansion too that I wanted to cover. I can't remember what it was called, but there's a mansion too. I would love to go. Oh, I get you, Relic. I get you. I even if you were trying to call me fat, I don't care. You know, I'm a big guy, so and that's why we're all about the cardio right now, trying to get off the winter weight. I've actually lost 11 pounds already, so I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Quit smoking and everything, so I'm doing good. Um, and Jordan needs chicken nuggets. Somebody take Jordan chicken nuggets. But we got a few more minutes on here, everybody. Anybody got any questions about the group or anything? Anything they want us to cover? Anything you want to know about us? Ask away. Anything. I'd like to know why Jordan thinks that she scares me to death. Because she needs chicken nuggets? Is that why she thinks she scares me?
She could be pretty scary when she's angry.
Bloody Mary. You know, that is actually based on a true story, right, Jordan? Um, Corona isn't about the cardio stuff, Relic says. Um, well, I do like to go do cardio and drink some Coronas, but I still drink the Corona Extra. I don't like the light stuff. So Corona does have a lot of calories, but I think he's talking about the other Coronas. Well, Jordan, you're going to have to call me after this live feed and tell me what kind of stuff is up there that I can cover. Okay? Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to hop off of here for tonight. Thank you for coming in and joining me on this live stream and getting updates and everything. Watch for the upload. Should be coming anytime, if not already up there, and everything. So watch out for our next uploads and watch out for our next
The hot wings.
the hot wings with Win and Dawn. So watch for our next live feed, our next upload, and watch us for a good time. Everybody take care, stay warm, and stay healthy. Much love.